Hello everyone. In the last video, we have completed our commands topic in SQL. And from this video onwards, we are going to start learning the different functions in MySQL. So in your programming languages, you might have learned two different types of function. One is built-in function. Okay. And the second one is user-defined function. Do you know the difference between built-in and user-defined? User-defined functions means the functions which has been declared by the user as per the user's requirement. Let's say this is my function. The function name is add, which will accept two parameters. Okay. Now inside this, whatever the logic will be there, that I am going to decide the logic. Okay. Later, this is the calling of function and two arguments. We will pass it over here. So this is what we call it as user-defined function. Whatever you want, you can write it inside this function. Okay. Built-in function means the functions which has been already defined internally. Do you remember in array topic, we have used pop in JavaScript? You might have used append. Okay. So these are user defined function, your length function, pop, index of. So different functions are there. We call it as built-in function. Sorry, not user defined, built-in function. Okay. Which is already defined internally. So in MySQL, we have a number of built-in functions, guys. So we are going to explore all the built-in functions of MySQL, not user-defined function. We are not going to create any function in MySQL. Rather, all the built-in functions of MySQL we are going to explore, which is very, very important with respect to the interviews, guys. Okay, because most of the times to write the queries, we have to make the use of functions. Okay, so let's explore them without wasting a minute. So in MySQL, we understood we are going to understand what? All the different types of built-in function, which is already defined by MySQL. So these built-in functions are divided into two categories. The first category is single row function. Single row function. Again, I will repeat. The built-in functions are divided into two categories. First is single row function and second is, any idea? Perfect. Multi-row functions. Now, what is the meaning of single row function category, multi-row function category? Let's understand. First, we will understand the meaning of this single row function and multi-row function. What functions comes under this category? That part we will discuss later, guys. Let's understand the meaning first. For that purpose, I'm going to take help of one table over here. Let's say I have one table with one column. Column is, let's say, employee name. In this, I have stored multiple employee names, Priya, Ankit, and Pooja. Okay. Now, if I ask you to write a query, okay, you have to write a query to display length of each employee name. What you have to display? Length of each employee name. Then how to write the query? That is different story, guys. But what will be the output? Let's assume we are the DBMS. Okay. User is asking us, tell me the length of each name which is present in the table. Let's say the table name is employee. So in this employee table, what in all the names we have, I want the length of each name. Okay. So let's say the column name will be length. So tell me the length of Priya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is the length of Priya. What is the length of Ankit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is the length of Ankit. What is the length of Pooja? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is the length of Pooja. So here, if you carefully observe, for one row, there is one output. For second row, there is one output. For third row, there is one output. So for each row, there is one output, guys. So the functions which returns one output per row, such functions are called as single row functions. For example, we have something called as length function, guys. So length function is single row function, because if you wanted to check the length of employee names for each row, it will result one output. This is what we call it as a single row function. Again, I will repeat the definition. Single row functions are such functions which will return one output per row. That's all. On the other hand, we have a multi-row functions as well. Okay. So let's understand what is multi-row function all about. Let's say I have one table. In this table, I have two columns. Okay. I'll give the column name as ID and marks. Okay. So for student ID 101, marks are 5. For student ID 102, marks are 3. For student ID 103, marks are 4. Okay. Now I am asking you to write a query for what? To display sum of marks. Sum of marks for all students. For all students. So now, do we have a marks column? Yes. So I want the sum of all marks. Then what will be the output, guys? Sum of all marks means 5 plus 3 plus 4. So the result will be 12. Okay. So now if you carefully observe, are you getting one output per row? Or by considering all rows, you got one single value as an output? What you got? One single value you got by considering all rows. Correct? So this is what we call it as a multi-row function. We have something called as sum function in MySQL. Sum function, which will return the sum of multiple values. Okay. So in this case, we are not getting one output per row. By considering all rows, we will be getting one single value. So the functions which returns one value per group of rows, such functions are called as multi-row function. Per group of rows, I am telling. I am not telling always all rows which are present in the table. No. Why I am calling it as a group of rows? Certainly you will understand, guys. Okay. Have a patience. I hope at least basic idea you got it between single row function and multi-row function. Correct? So now you tell me, let's say I have one table like this. In this table, I have stored a student name and course fees, or student ID and fees. This is ID and this is fees paid by the students. So student ID 101 paid, let's say 25,000. Student ID 102 paid 30,000. Student ID 103 paid 10,000. And student ID 104 paid 15,000. Okay. So now you tell me, from this table, what is the maximum fees paid by the student? The maximum amount paid by the student. What is the maximum amount? And who paid it? That also you should tell me. Yes, the maximum amount is 30,000 paid by 102. So we have something called as max function, which will return the maximum amount from the column. You just need to write max of, what is the column name? Fees, like this. So from fees column, whatever the maximum value is there, that value it will return, which is nothing but 30,000. In the similar way, if you tell, give me the minimum value from fees column. So what is the minimum value from the fees column? Check. It is 10,000. The output which it will return is 10,000. If you tell, give me the count of fees column. Now count means how many fees values are present, that it will return. the first value, the second value, then this is third value, this is fourth value. So in short, the number of rows it will return. So for fees column, how many rows are present? 1, 2, 3, 4 rows are present. So the output for this will be 4. Count will return the number of rows which are present for this particular column. Okay. So in the similar way, we have something called as sum function also. You can write sum of fees. You can write average of fees. Okay. So for sum also, you will be getting one value as output. For average also, you will be getting one value as a output. Only one value, not multiple values. Okay. So in all the cases, we will be getting only one value as output. See, here also one value. Here also we have a one value. Here also we have only one value. Here also one value, one value. So it's not like for each row we are getting separate one value. No. By considering all rows, one value you will be getting. So all these functions are your single row or multi-row? Are you getting one output per row? No. You are getting one output for a group of rows. See, for all these group of rows, one value as a maximum. Okay. So all these functions are your multi-row functions. On the other hand, let's see some examples of single row functions as well. Let's say this is your table. In this table, I have a name column. Okay. Now in this, let's say we have a Priya name, next Ankit name, next Pooja name. Okay. If I ask you write a query to display the reverse of each name, then what will be the output? Reverse of each name, R-E-V-E-R-S-E. Reverse of name column I want. So what is the reverse value of Priya? You have to reverse it, guys. So first you will display A, then Y, then I, then R and P. Reverse value I am talking about. For Ankit, it is first T, then I, then K and A. For Pooja, A, J, double O, P. So for each row, I am getting one value, guys. So your reverse function is a single row function or multi-row function? It is single row function. So the functions which returns one output per row. See, one output per row. These functions are called as single row functions. So now it's our duty to explore all the single row functions which are present into our MySQL. So let's understand. You no need to write anything because notes I will give you. Okay. I already have created the notes over here, as you can check it out. Just give me a second. I'll just stop sharing the screen from this system. Okay. So I hope it is visible, guys. Okay. So functions are divided into two parts. You can see single row function and multi-row function. Single row functions are such function which works on single row and returns one output per row. This is the definition of multi-row functions. In interviews, if you want to explain this with the help of one non-technical example, I have given one example. Let's say you have 10 mangoes. And if I ask you, tell me the weight of each mango, then what you will do? In the machine, in the weighing machine, you will keep one mango, you will check the weight. Again, second mango, keep it in the weighing machine, check the weight. Third mango, keep it in the weighing machine, check the weight. So each mango you are keeping in the weighing machine one by one and you are checking the weight. So for each mango, one new weight value you will be getting. So each mango will be having their own value, guys. So this is what is the example of your single row function. Okay. Every mango will be considered as a row. Weighing machine is nothing but a function which will give us one weight, one result per mango. Okay. One row, one result. This is what we call it as a single row function. So first we will explore all the single row functions with respect to the string. Okay. These are the different categories of single row function, guys. So the topic is very vast. Okay, step by step in parts of different videos, we will cover all the functions, not in one single video. Okay. So in this video, we are going to cover all these string functions. See, under single row functions, you have four different categories: string function, number function, date and time function, and control flow functions. So first we will complete all the string functions. Then in the next video, we will cover all the number functions, then date and time function and control flow functions. Okay, you have to become expert in all these functions, guys. So don't lose the hope by seeing all the different functions, because all are built-in functions. We have to just learn the syntax, guys. That's all. Okay. Okay. And on the other side, we have a multi-row functions as well. Minimum, maximum, average, sum, count. 5 multi-row functions we have. Minimum, maximum, average, count. Okay. And sum. Now, shall we start with string functions? This category. So if you want to take a minute, you can go into the description. I have given this notes. You can pause the video. First type this part in your notes. Then take the heading as single row functions in MySQL and copy down all these 4 columns. Then on the next line, take the big heading as string functions. And let's explore this upper, lower, length, reverse, concat, replace, substring, instring, trim, lpad, rpad, left, right, and ASCII. So very simple concepts are there, guys. Don't get the fear of subject at all. You will enjoy this, okay? So take the next heading as SQL single row functions and let's learn the syntax of each function, okay? I'll keep this chart over here. First, we will understand upper, lower, length, reverse. First, I'm going to use this on the raw data. Raw data in the sense, the data which is not a part of any table. Okay. Again, I will repeat. Raw data means the data which is not a part of any table. So I will write select. I'm calling upper function. The function names are not case sensitive. You can write it like this also. Upper. This is also fine. Upper of Priya. So I'm telling display this Priya in uppercase. I got it in uppercase. Check the column name. This operation, it is displaying as a column name. I want some other column name. So I will display it as upper name. So you can check upper name is Priya. In the similar way, you have a lower also. Select lower of, here I will display Priya in uppercase as lower name. I'll execute this. See, you got it Priya in lowercase. So you can convert any string in upper and lowercase very easily by using these functions. On the other side, we have a length also. Select length of, I will just write it over here, Priya. What is the length of Priya? As name length, length. See, the length is 5. So it won't start counting the length from 0. It will start from 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 characters are present. So length is 5. Okay, do remember this. So next is upper is done, lower is done, length is done. Let's see the next function. We have it over here. Next is reverse, concat and replace. So let's understand reverse, concat and replace. Now I'll just write it here. Select reverse of Priya. Display the Priya in reverse way. Here I'll just write reverse name. So you can check it. I got the Priya in reverse way. Okay. Next is concat. Select concat means combine the different string. Concatenation, a normal string concatenation, guys. So here I'll just write Priya. Then hyphen I need like this. And then my surname I will write Khairate as full name. Full name. Okay. I'll execute this. Can you see Priya Khairate? So you can pass n number of values over here. If you want to pass some other things, let's say I want to give one more hash, one space, then again comma, and I want to attach this age. Okay, I'll execute this. Can you see Priya? Then this hyphen, then surname, then again one hyphen and space and 27. So concat is used to concatenate the string value. That's all. Next, we have a replace. Replace. See, I'm typing continuously. As soon as I type one function, you pause the video, you also type it and verify the output. Okay, replace. So in Priya, I want to replace this A with Z. I'll execute this. So can you see A got replaced with Z? But if you say, let's say we have a multiple A like this. So all the A will be replaced with Z. It's not like only one A. What in all the A are present in the string, all will be replaced by character Z. Okay. So string value, then the character which you want to replace and the new character. Okay. In place of A, what to give? This Z. This is the syntax. So reverse is done, concat is done, replace is done. Let's see what is next. Substring, in-string. So let's understand substring and in-string. I'll come drag it over here. In the name itself, meaning is there, guys. Substring, which will return the sub part of your string. For example, let's say we have a Priya. Start from 2 and give me, let's say 3 characters from the name. So it will start 1, 2. Second character is R, guys. So 1, 2, 3. So RIY is the output of your code. See, RIY. So it will start from 2 and it will give next 3 characters. Okay. So do remember, length will start from 1, not from 0. Okay. So now we need to understand few more points about the substring. Look over here. Substring. In the name itself, meaning is there. Sub part of your main string it returns. So what is your main string? Let's say your main string is Priya. Okay. So I'm telling, start from position 2 and give the length 3. So now check in Priya, guys. Let's say I have a Priya over here. What is the length of Priya? It is 5, correct? Length of Priya is 5. So start from position 2. This is position 1 and this is position 2. So this is your starting point. So from this point, what should be the length of substring? The length of substring must be 3. So this 3 characters it will consider. And it will return the output as RIY. Okay. Let's take one more example. This is your substring function. In this substring function, I will pass job space ready space coders. Like this I will pass job ready coders. I will write start from 3 and the length will be 5. Sorry. So what will be the output of this? So start from length 3, position 3. This is called as starting point, guys. Start position or point or index also you can call. And this is called as length. Okay. So start is 3. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So from here it will start. Okay. What should be the length? Length should be 5. So this is 1, space is 2, 3, 4, 5. So your output will be B space R E A. This substring it will return. This is the output, guys. So are you understanding how substring returns? The sub part of our main string. Start value and second is length. Now let's say I have the substring like this. In this substring, I have written coders. Coders. Okay. Starting is -1. Length is 3. What will be the output of this? What do you think, guys? Starting is -1 and length is 3. So let's check it, guys. This is your coder, CODERZ. Okay. So -1 means it will start it from the last. This is your -1. From here, you are telling length of substring should be 3. So it will start counting this side, guys. Do we have any characters this side? We don't have. So the final result of this will be what? Only Z. It won't care about this 3 because you are telling length should be 3. From this character, it will start counting this side always, right side. So we don't have any characters after Z. So your output will be Z. Okay. Okay, understood. One more example we will take. Let's say we have a substring like this, substring. Let's say I have a same string, coders. I'm telling start from -3 and the length should be 2. Length of substring should be 2. So what will be the output, guys? See, C-O-D-E-R-Z, coders. Start from -3. -3 means from last we should start counting. This is -1, this is -2, this is -3. So this is your -3. So from here, what should be the length of substring? This is the length 2. So from here, it will consider 2 characters. Always the length will be counted this side only. Okay. So the output for this will be ER. Are you understanding this? Okay. So if I ask you, give me the last character of coders. Okay. Give me last character of coder. So what you should write? Substring coders. Last character means -1 you pass. That's all, guys. Length is optional. If you are not giving the length, nothing will happen. It will go until the last. Okay. If you tell -1, it will target the -1. After this, what and all the characters are there, it will consider. But after Z, we don't have anything. So output will be Z. In the similar way, if I take the string value like this, substring. Let's say in this, I have a Priya. I'm telling start from 1. Length I have not mentioned only. So this is your Priya, P-R-I-Y-A. 1 means this P, guys, correct? So it will start from 1. Have you given the length? No. So by default, it will go until last character. So the output of this will be Priya as it is. That is what I am telling. If you won't give the length, it will go until the end value of your string and it will consider all other characters. Okay. Okay. So in substring, what is the syntax of substring? First is your string value you should give. Next, you have to give the start value. Next, you have to give the length. Okay, not in double quote actually. So I'll just erase this. Start value and length you should give. So what is optional? Length is optional. Okay. Start value is not optional. We should give the start value from where to where you want. Okay. But length is optional. If we are not mentioning length, it will go until the last character of your string. So start value can be positive, can be negative. If it is negative, then it will start counting from last character. Okay. Okay. Understood. So shall we execute this? Let's execute. I'll just share the screen. So this is your substring. I'll just stop screen sharing. Okay, or let it be. Let's continue, everyone. See, select substring. Let's say the string is Priya. If I want last character of Priya, what should I write? -1. That's all, guys. If I execute this, see, I got A. Last 2 characters I need, -2 I will write. Last 3 characters I need, -3. Last 4 character, -4. That's all, guys. Okay. Okay. Next. If I write select substring, string is Priya. I will start from 1. Length I have not mentioned. So what is the output? Complete Priya, it will return. See, it is returning complete Priya. This is how your substring function works. Substring function returns the sub part of your main string. Okay. Next, we have an in string function. Select in string. Let's say in Priya. What is the position of A? What is the position of A, guys? Index value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct? So if you execute, it is returning 5. In string will return the position of particular character. If you tell what is the position of R, what it is? In Priya? 2. So it will return 2. Position of P? 1. It is case insensitive. If I P lowercase p also, nothing will happen. Okay, if I pass lowercase p. Because data is case insensitive in MySQL. So in string returns the position of character inside this string. What is the position of P inside this string? That position number it will return. Okay. So I hope I am clear with substring and in string. Next we have lpad, rpad, left, right, and ASCII. Okay, trim is also there. Okay. So let's understand trim function. I'll go back here. Let's say I have one string like this. So now trim means we can remove the excess space or unwanted things from the leading and trailing of our string. Leading means from the beginning of the string. Trailing means from the end of the string. Now what is the meaning of this? I know you might have not understood. So let's execute it. Let's say I have one string like this. Before the string I have given xxx. Then I will write hello. And after this I have a multiple x like this. So this is called as leading. At the beginning of the string, some unwanted characters I have. At the end of the string, some unwanted characters I have. Okay. So I will write remove x. Remove this x from. Remove this x from this string. So now I will execute this. See the output. It has removed the x from the string. Just give me a second. I'll just leave the meeting from other system. Okay. So I am telling x. Remove it from both the sides, leading also, trailing also. Okay, by default, if we have not mentioned anything, it will remove from both the sides. If I write select, trim. What do you want to trim? I'll write trim x from what string? Let's say I have written the same string. Okay. Now I want to remove this x only from the leading side of the string, from the beginning. So here I can write leading. Leading. Like this we can mention. Now if I execute, can you see over here? Only from the beginning it has removed the x. At the end it is as it is. Okay. You can write it like this. Select, trim. Let's say if you want to remove the x from. At the beginning, you have a 3x. At the end, you have a multiple x. So only from the end, these x you want to remove, not from the leading. From the trailing, means from the end of the string, you want to remove. So here you have to mention trailing like this. So now if I execute this, can you see? Beginning x are as it is. Trailing x, it has removed. Okay. So this is your leading from the beginning if you want to remove. Trailing from the end if you want to remove. If you won't mention leading and trailing, the default behavior is both. See, here both is present. If you won't mention anything, by default both is present, which will remove the x from both the sides of the string, leading also, trailing also. Not in between, guys. In between, if you have x, it won't remove. Only from the last and from the beginning. In between, if you have x, it won't remove. And what is the default value of trim over here? It is both. If I won't mention leading, trailing, both, nothing if I mention, then what will come and sit over here? Both will come and sit over here. I hope I am clear with trim. Next, we have lpad and rpad. So here I'll just write rpad. Let's say I have a string hello. Hello. And here I will give 1. So rpad means, okay. First we will go with left and right instead of left, rpad and lpad. So I'll just take it out, select, right. I will take the value over here as Priya and I will write 1. So from right side, it will start counting, guys. Okay, if I execute this code, say I'm getting 1. So from right side, it will start counting. You said length is 1. So last 1 character, you will get it over here. If you tell start reading from right side and give me 3 characters, so what will be the output? A, Y, and I. So if I execute this, can you see I, Y, and A? Last 3 characters, you got it. Okay. So right will start counting the elements right side, means right side 3 characters, you will get it from the string. So if someone is asking you, give me the last 2 character, last 1 character, you can go with this right. Okay. The equivalent function for write is again substring, guys. In substring, if you write Priya and with -3 value, sorry, -3, like this, you will be getting same output. So both are equivalent, guys. Both are equivalent. Last 3 characters you can fetch like this also. Last 3 characters of the string you can fetch like this also. Okay. Now first 3 characters I want to target. Then what should I use? Left I should use. So from left side start counting and give me the first 3 characters. So here you can check first 3 characters is PRI. So my output is PRI. So right will start counting from right side 3 character. Left will start counting from left side characters, it will return to you. Okay, as simple as. So how to achieve the same output by using substring? What is the equivalent query for substring? So if you write it over here, Priya, start from 1 and 3 characters you need. So you can check PRI. So these two are alternative, these two are alternative. Okay, I hope I am clear with this. So now next we have to understand RPAD, LPAD. So let's start learning RPAD and LPAD. Select RPAD. Let's say I have one string hello. Okay. What is the length of string? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 characters are present in the hello. But I want the length of hello 10. Length of hello is 5. No, but I want it 10. So how should I make the length of hello from 5 to 10? So some extra characters we have to add into it. So I will tell the length you make it as a 5. And if you need some extra characters, you add hyphen to it. Okay. So I will execute this. Okay. First I have to pass the hyphen over here. You add hyphen. And what is the length? Length should be actually 5 I have given. Just a minute. The previous one was correct only. Actually, length is already 5, right? So again, I am telling 5. Length, I want 10. Okay. So you can check right side. It will add this hyphen to your string. And forcefully, it will make the length of your string as 10. Again, I will repeat. Right side of your string. Right side means this side. It will add hyphen. How many hyphen? Until the length of your string will become 10. It will keep adding hyphen. Once the length will become 10, it will stop. This is what we call it as a R pad. If you want to pad this to the left side, we have a L pad. Make the length of hello 10 characters by adding, let's say, asterisk into it. So you can check. Left side, it has added the asterisk. How many? 5 it has added. Because 5 characters we already have it. 5 more asterisk it will add to the left side of the string. And forcefully it will make the length as 10, guys. So RPAD and LPAD is used to make the length of your string as per your requirement. Okay. By padding these extra characters into your string. Okay. Now the last function is ASCII. I will write select ASCII of, let's say the string is apple. So I am getting 97. So it won't check the complete string. It will just check the first character of string. What it returns, guys? ASCII function returns ASCII value of first character of string. If you pass any length string, it doesn't matter. What is the ASCII value of this string? It won't check. What is the ASCII value of first character? It will check. If I give capital Z over here, sorry, capital A, see ASCII value of capital A is 65. So ASCII function returns the ASCII value of first character of your string. So like this is the syntax of different types of single row functions which we have over here. So let's check, have we covered all the string functions or not? Upper, lower, length, reverse, concat is done, replace, substring, instring, trim, lpad, rpad, left, right, ASCII. The syntax wise, we have covered all the functions. Here you have a notes, guys. Okay. What is the purpose of upper? What is the purpose of lower? Syntax, everything you have it over here. All the queries which we have executed, I'll just copy this. Okay. I'm going to paste it in your notes. You can practice with this. So now the time has come where we have to practice with the queries. Okay. Okay. So these are the examples which we have executed in the class. Okay. I will format it later. Or what I'll do at the end of the document, I'll paste it. Okay. Here I'll paste it. So now we have to start solving some question answers, guys. Practice queries with raw data. Okay, because we haven't used any table to execute this query. So practice queries with raw data I have written over here. Okay, so let's see the question number 1. First, they are asking us to create this table. So you will be getting the queries to create this table in the chat box, sorry, in the description. You can collect it from there. So first, let me check, do we have any employee table already exist into our database, coders database? Yes, we do have. So I'm going to drop that employee table. So drop table employee. Drop command will delete structure and table, everything from the database. Okay, in the last video, we have seen the difference between drop, delete and truncate, guys. If you'd have missed it out, you can watch it out. So this employee table I want to create. I'll select everything, execute it. Yeah, table got created. Really, let's refresh it. Yeah, table is ready, guys. Okay. So let's read the first question from the document. Write a query to display employee names in uppercase. Okay. So first I will select everything from employee as it is. So this is the employee data which we have over here. Okay. So they are asking to display all these employee names in uppercase. So what I should write it here? Select employee name if I write. See, employee names I am getting. So convert each employee name into uppercase. So this column I will mention into upper function. So for each row, I am getting one value because your upper is a single row function. So it will go through each name of your table. It will return one value for per row, guys. Okay. So the next question, what I'll do, I'll split the screen so that it will be easy for us to read the questions. Okay. Or else let it be because it is too clumsy, it seems, on the screen. So we will switch between the screens. I'll just decrease the camera size over here. I should not be visible this much, right? Not important. So let's go back to the question. Show the cities in uppercase. First questions of each function I will solve. Second question you have to solve. So first upper I have solved. Second you solve it. Show all employees in lowercase. So let's write the query. This upper you have to replace with lower. That's all. So can you see all employee names are in lowercase? You can write like this also. Comma. Upper of employee name. So this is uppercase, this is lowercase, guys. Okay, uppercase, lowercase. If you want to give the aliasing to the columns, you can give the aliasing as well. Okay. So now let's check the next. Upper is done, lower is done. Now we have to go with left and right. Display the first 4 characters of employee names. Okay. First 4 characters of employee names we should display. So let's write the query. First 4 character means left we should use. From left side. Okay. These first character from left side 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here I'll just write left of employee name. How many characters? 4 characters. That's all. So here if you want to display the employee name column also, you can display like this. So for this employee, 4 characters are this. For Alice, these are the 4 characters. For Robert, these are the 4 characters. Now 4 characters we have displayed. Each of them I want to display in uppercase. So you can write it like this also, guys. See, first 4 characters you fetched it. Now display it into uppercase. See, it is in uppercase. Okay. So like this nested function calling also you can write it. First it will fetch the first 4 characters and then it will convert it into uppercase and it will display. See, the first name is John Doe. So first 4 character is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it has fetched the first 4 character. Left function will fetch the first 4 character. Upper will convert it into uppercase, display. For next record, fetch the first 4 character, convert it into uppercase, display. For Robert, fetch the first 4 characters who will fetch left. Convert it into uppercase, display. And it will continue for each row. Okay. I hope I am clear with this. Now next, left is done. Right, last 3 characters. So how to fetch the last 3 characters? Just write it over right, employee name, last 3 characters like this. So see, for John Doe, last 3 character is Doe. You are telling convert it into uppercase. That's why it is converted into uppercase. If I remove this, see, now last 3 characters of John Doe is Doe. Alice Smith, last 3 character ITH, ITH. For Robert, last 3 characters ERT, ERT. So for each row, we are getting one output, guys. So that's why all these are single row function. Okay, one output per row. Next, combine the name and city of each employee. Name and city of each employee. So first we will display employee name and employee city from employee table. What is the column name? I guess it is EMP city, I guess. Yeah, employee city. So I want to display John Doe from New York. Like that I want to display. Okay. So for each of these names and city, we have to display like that. Okay. Kevin from Los Angeles. Anita from Chicago. And we have to continue like that. Okay. So let's write it. CONCAT. Okay. First, what we should display? Name, employee name, comma. Next, from, comma. Next, what you want to display? Employee city, guys. Okay. I'll execute this. So it is not at all readable, guys. See, John Doe from New York. Alice Smith from, it is displaying city, but space is missing. Okay, beginning of the from and end of the from. So one space we will give here, one space we will give here. So now if I drag it like this, so properly it is displaying. Okay, Kevin from Los Angeles, Anita from Chicago, and so on. So properly we have displayed the output. If you want to give some column aliasing, you can give it as info, something like this. Okay, so info became the column name. This is your concat function. Now next, show the four letters starting from second character in each name. Okay, starting from second character of each name. So we will use a substring. This is your employee name column. Multiple employee names are there. For each name, start from 2 and give 4 characters. Okay, from employee. So along with this substring, I'm going to display the employee name as well. So can you see for employee name John Doe? It will start from 2. So 1, 2. From O it will start. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are the 4 characters. Space also it will consider. For L is also. Starting index is 2. So 1, 2. So it will start from L, guys. What should be the length of substring? 4. So from this L, it will count 4 character. 1, 2, 3, 4. So LICE. Properly we are getting the output. Okay. Now next, in string, find the position of O in employee name column. Okay. So we will write in string. In string. Position of what? O. So just pass it over here. That's all. So what is the position of O in John Doe? 1, 2, 2. Second O it won't consider. First occurrence of character it will consider. Okay. Here we don't have O. Here we have O. Here we don't have O. Don't have O. So if O is not present at all in the string, what in string returns? 0 it returns. For example, if you are writing select in string, I have a string Priya. So tell me the position of Z in Priya. Where is the Z in Priya? We don't have. So what it returns? 0 it returns, guys. So in the similar way, the employee names in which O is not present, for it is returning 0. Okay. So for each employee name, it is searching for O, guys. That's why again, single row function. Next. LPAD. Pad employee ID with the zeros to make it 5 digits. So we have to use left pad for this. Okay. So let's first check how employee ID looks like. Employee ID column. This is employee ID. 1 digit employee ID, we have it. I want 5 digit employee ID. Okay. So what I should do over here? I will write left pad, left side, because they have mentioned in the question, guys, use a left pad. Left pad. What length you want it? 5 digit I want it. Means length must be 5, guys. Okay. By adding 0 to it. So I'm telling add 0 and I want the length 5. Sorry. I want the length 5 and add 0 to it. Okay. So you can check left side it has added 0. And for each employee ID, total 5 digits are present. Okay. If you won't mention this 0 in string value, nothing will happen, guys. You will get the same output. Okay. Next question. RPAD. Pad employee name to 12 characters using hyphen. So RPAD we have to use. Okay. 12 characters I need for each employee name. So this is your employee name. What is the length, guys? Different lengths we have. But for each employee name, I want fixed length, 12. So I will write it over here. RPAD for each employee name. What you want? I want the fixed length 12. You add extra hyphen to them and make forcefully the length 12. So for each employee name, now the length is 12, guys. Okay, you can check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so it will check how many hyphens are required to make the length of the string 12. Only that many hyphens it will add to your string. Okay, if you mention instead of hyphen you add star, it will add star forcefully to make the length as a 12. Okay, what is the next? ASCII. Get the ASCII value of first letter of each employee name. Okay, here I'll just write this is the employee name. What do you want? ASCII of employee name. That's all. Okay, so ASCII value of J is 106, A is 65, R is 82 and so on. It won't consider John Doe complete string. Only the first character ka ASCII value it returns, guys. Okay, ASCII function returns the ASCII value of first character. That's all. Display all employee names in reverse order. Okay, these are the employee names and let's display it in reverse order, reverse of employee name. So this is employee name and this is reverse employee name. Okay. Now I want to display the length of each employee name. Length of employee name. That's all. This is the length, guys. This is your length function. Okay. And last function. So this is your employee name, reverse, and the length of employee. Okay. So whatever you want to display, you can write it over here. All are single row function. It will go through each row of your table. It will return their length. Length of Kevin is 5. Length of Anita is 5. Length of Robert is 6. Length of Alice Smith is 11. John Doe is 8. So it will return the length of each row, guys. Okay. So all these are your single row functions. So notes I have given over here. You can go through it, and these are the practice question answers. Okay. So it is very important for you to remember the syntax of each function, guys. Okay. So the syntax I have given over here. You can write it down in your notebooks also if you are making the day-wise notes, or else from here only you can download it. In the description, you will get the link of this particular notes. Okay. So this is all about the string functions in MySQL. In the next video, we will explore all the number functions in MySQL, then date and time, then control flow, and we'll start solving the HackerRank questions of our MySQL. Okay. So this is all about this video, guys. We'll meet in the next video with some new functions. Until then, do practice and take care all of you.